Love doesn't always arrive with dramatic gestures or poetic words. Sometimes it shows up quietly, in the way someone listens, how they show up, and the effort they make without being asked. In the early stages of connection, it can be hard to tell whether a man truly cares or is just being polite, interested, or curious. But when a man begins to feel something deeper, real emotional attachment, his behavior naturally shifts in noticeable, consistent ways. Strong feelings don't always come with big declarations. In fact, men often struggle to express their emotions verbally due to how they're conditioned to hide vulnerability. But no matter how much someone tries to mask it, genuine emotions always find a way to reveal themselves, especially in the details. When a man is falling for you, you'll see it in his actions. His presence becomes more consistent, his words carry more intention, and his attention to you grows deeper, often without him realizing it. The difference between casual interest and strong emotional investment lies in how a man makes you feel in his presence. Does he make time for you even when he's busy? Does he listen with intention, remember the little things, and go out of his way to support your happiness? These aren't things that happen by chance. They happen when someone's heart starts leaning in your direction. This kind of emotional connection isn't about perfection. It's about effort, presence, and sincerity. A man with strong feelings doesn't always say the perfect thing, but he shows up when it counts. He doesn't need reminders to check on you, apologize, or make space for your needs. His care becomes part of his rhythm, and your well-being becomes part of his emotional world. Often, women second-guess themselves because they're looking for signs that match a movie script. But real love is quieter than that. It's in the way he notices when you're not okay, stands up for you when you're not around, or simply chooses to be near you when he doesn't have to. The signs are always there if you know what to look for. This video is for anyone wondering whether a man's feelings are genuine or just temporary. These 15 clear signs will help you recognize when a man isn't just interested in the idea of being with you, but is actually falling for who you truly are. Each sign may seem small on its own, but together they create a powerful picture of emotional sincerity. If you've been confused, second-guessing his actions, or wondering whether what you're experiencing is real, this guide will offer clarity. Because when a man has strong feelings for you, his heart starts speaking, quietly, honestly, and consistently, through everything he does. And the truth is, love doesn't hide well. It reveals itself in actions, in patterns, and in presence. You just have to be paying attention. 1. He prioritizes your happiness over his own. When a man has strong feelings for you, one of the most powerful signs is how he places your happiness above his own. It's not about self-sacrifice in an unhealthy way, but a deep emotional shift where your joy becomes a part of his. He begins to care not just about how you feel toward him, but how you feel within yourself. Your comfort, peace, and sense of safety matter deeply to him. When you smile, he feels fulfilled. When you're upset, it unsettles him, not because he takes responsibility for everything, but because your emotional state has become important to him. This kind of prioritization is seen in quiet, everyday actions. He'll adjust his schedule to be there when you need him. He'll let go of a small argument if he knows it's hurting you more than it's helping. He'll go out of his way to do something simple just to brighten your day, not to earn approval, but because making you feel good brings him real satisfaction. It's not performative, it's sincere, and it comes from a place of connection. Over time, you'll notice that he starts thinking of you when making decisions, not because he has to, but because he wants you to feel included and considered. Your comfort matters in situations that have nothing to do with you directly, because in his heart, you're part of his world. This emotional alignment is subtle but powerful. It signals that you're no longer just someone he likes. You've become someone he truly values. When a man consistently shows that your well-being matters to him, especially in small, consistent ways, it's one of the clearest signs that his feelings are genuine and deep. True affection always reveals itself through care that puts love into action. 2. He listens attentively to everything you say. When a man has strong feelings for you, his attention becomes more focused, especially when you speak. He doesn't just hear your words. He listens with presence, interest, and care. There's a difference between casual listening and attentive listening. And when his feelings are real, you'll notice that he tunes into even the smallest things you say. He's not waiting for his turn to talk or distracted by his phone. He's fully there, absorbing your words because they matter to him. This kind of listening shows emotional presence. It means that what you say holds weight in his world. Whether you're talking about your day, sharing a childhood memory, or voicing something that's bothering you, he gives you his focus without judgment or interruption. He remembers what you tell him, your favorite song, the way you like your coffee, the name of a friend you mentioned once. These details stay with him because you're not just a passing moment in his life. You're becoming part of his emotional landscape. Attentive listening also reflects respect. He's not just invested in the conversation, he's invested in you. It's a sign that your thoughts, feelings, and opinions hold value to him. When he remembers things you've said in the past and brings them up later, it's because your voice echoes in his mind even after the moment has passed. This kind of attention doesn't come from obligation. It comes from connection. When someone truly listens to you, they create emotional safety. You feel seen, understood, and important. And when a man does this consistently, it's because his feelings go beyond attraction. He's choosing to make space for your voice in his life. And that kind of presence is one of the purest forms of love unfolding quietly. 3. He remembers small details about you. When a man genuinely has strong feelings for you, one of the most telling signs is how effortlessly he remembers the small details about you. These are the things you may have mentioned once without thinking twice. Your favorite snack, the way you take your tea, a childhood nickname, or a place you've always wanted to visit. They might seem insignificant on their own, but when he recalls them later, it reveals something much deeper. He's listening with his heart, not just his ears. These details stay with him because you matter. Your words aren't passing noise to him, they're pieces of you, and he holds on to them because they help him understand who you are. This kind of memory doesn't come from obligation or trying to impress. It comes naturally when someone is emotionally invested. He doesn't have to try to remember. You've already become important enough that his mind does it for him. Over time, these remembered details show up in thoughtful gestures. He might surprise you with something you once said you liked or bring up something you mentioned weeks ago, just to show he was paying attention. It's never about grand gestures. It's about the care behind the act. He wants you to feel seen, known, and valued in the quietest, most personal ways. When a man remembers the little things, it's not just about having a good memory. It's about making you feel like you're not alone in the world. It tells you that your presence leaves a mark on him, even when you're not around. And that kind of emotional imprint only happens when feelings are real, growing, and deeply rooted. 4. He checks in on you regularly. When a man has strong feelings for you, one of the most natural things he begins to do is check in on you regularly. This isn't about routine or obligation. It comes from genuine concern and care. He wants to know how your day is going, how you're feeling, and whether you're okay, not because he feels he has to, but because your well-being matters to him. You've started to occupy a space in his heart, and he feels more connected when he knows you're doing all right. These check-ins often come in simple, quiet forms. A morning text asking how you slept, a quick message during the day just to see how things are going, or a call in the evening to hear your voice. These gestures might not seem like much on the surface, but they're rooted in emotional closeness. They show that he's thinking of you, even when you're apart, and that your emotional state has become a part of his daily awareness. What makes this kind of attention meaningful is its consistency. He doesn't disappear for days or only reach out when it benefits him. Instead, he shows up again and again, not demanding your time, but offering his. That quiet, steady presence builds trust and emotional intimacy over time. It lets you know that you're not alone and that someone truly cares enough to stay connected in both small and significant ways. When a man checks in on you regularly, it's his way of saying, "You're on my mind, and I want to be part of your life, even when I can't be physically near." It's one of the clearest signs that his feelings are deepening and that his connection with you is no longer casual. It's becoming personal. It's becoming real. 5. He respects your boundaries and values. When a man truly has strong feelings for you, one of the clearest and most meaningful signs is that he respects your boundaries and values. He doesn't just tolerate them, he honors them, even when they differ from his own. This kind of respect comes from a place of emotional maturity and deep care. It shows that he sees you as a whole person, not someone to mold or manipulate, but someone to understand and cherish as you are. He listens when you say no, and he doesn't try to pressure you or push you beyond your comfort zone. Whether it's about physical boundaries, emotional space, personal beliefs, or life choices, he responds with patience and kindness. Your values matter to him, not just because they're important to you, but because he wants to build something rooted in mutual respect. He doesn't try to change your mind or convince you to be different. He accepts you fully, and that acceptance creates safety and trust. This kind of respect is rare, and it speaks volumes about the depth of his feelings. It shows that he's not interested in just being close to you. He wants to truly understand and support you. He's aware that love doesn't mean crossing lines. It means honoring them. Real connection isn't about control, it's about care. And when someone respects what matters to you, even when it's inconvenient or unfamiliar, it means they're thinking beyond themselves. Over time, this kind of respect creates the foundation for something lasting. It tells you that he doesn't just want your attention, he wants your trust. And when a man proves that he can honor who you are, fully and sincerely, it's one of the strongest signs that his feelings are not only real, but deeply rooted in love. 6. He introduces you to people who matter to him. When a man has strong feelings for you, he doesn't keep you hidden or separate from the rest of his life. He starts bringing you into the spaces and circles that mean the most to him. One of the clearest signs of emotional seriousness is when he introduces you to the people he truly values, close friends, family members, or trusted mentors. This isn't done casually or for appearances. It's a meaningful step that shows he sees you as a significant part of his future. Introducing you to his inner circle is a form of emotional vulnerability. It means he's proud of you and he wants the people he trusts to know you, not just as someone he's dating, but as someone who matters to him deeply. It reflects a level of emotional integration where you're no longer just a private part of his life. You're becoming someone he wants to share openly with the world around him. This gesture also signals long-term thinking. He wouldn't take this step if he didn't believe in the connection or if he saw it as temporary. When a man includes you in meaningful gatherings or lets you meet the people who've shaped his life, it's because he's picturing a future that includes you. He wants you to belong in the spaces where he feels most himself. These introductions often come with a quiet pride, a protective tone, or a sense of warmth. And when you're received with care and respect by the people closest to him, it's usually because he's already spoken of you with admiration when you weren't there. That kind of inclusion is more than a gesture. It's a declaration of emotional depth. It's a sign that he's not only falling for you, but he's starting to build a life that includes you too. 7. He supports your dreams and goals. When a man has strong feelings for you, he doesn't just admire you, he actively supports your dreams and goals. Your ambitions become important to him because he genuinely wants to see you thrive. He listens when you talk about your plans, encourages your efforts, and believes in your potential even when you have doubts. His support is not about control or ego. It comes from a sincere desire to see you grow into everything you're capable of becoming. He understands that your goals are a part of who you are, and loving you means loving all the things you hope to achieve. Whether your dreams are big or small, practical or far-reaching, he respects them. He doesn't dismiss your ideas or make you feel like they're unrealistic. Instead, he offers encouragement, asks questions, and finds ways to help, even if it's just by being emotionally present through your journey. This kind of support is quiet, but powerful. It shows that he's not just invested in a relationship for what he gets out of it. He's invested in you as a person. He celebrates your wins without jealousy and stands by you during your setbacks without judgment. He becomes part of your motivation, someone who reminds you that you're capable, strong, and not alone. When someone truly loves you, your happiness and fulfillment matter to them. They don't see your success as separate from the relationship. They see it as something to be proud of and inspired by. And when a man consistently supports your growth, not just in words, but in action, it's a clear sign that his feelings are real, rooted, and deeply respectful. He's not just falling in love with who you are now, he's loving who you're becoming too. 8. He opens up about his thoughts and emotions. When a man starts to open up about his thoughts and emotions, it's one of the most genuine signs that he has strong feelings for you. Many men are taught to guard their emotions, to appear strong and unaffected. But when he feels emotionally safe and connected with you, those walls begin to soften. He lets you see more than just the version he shows the world. He starts revealing what's going on inside. This openness is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's in the way he shares his worries, childhood experiences, dreams, or fears that he rarely talks about. He might tell you about something that hurt him in the past, or something that excites him about the future. It means he's not just letting you in for company. He's letting you into his inner life, a place he doesn't open to just anyone. When he talks about his emotions, it shows vulnerability. It means he trusts you not to judge him, and he values your understanding. This kind of sharing builds intimacy, not just through physical closeness, but through emotional connection. He's saying, in his own way, you're safe. I want you to know the real me. Opening up like this takes courage, and when a man chooses to share his inner world with you, it's a sign that he sees you as more than a temporary part of his life. He's starting to envision a connection built on honesty and trust. And when someone invites you into that private space within themselves, it's because their heart is already making room for you. That kind of emotional openness is one of the strongest signs that his feelings are not only real, they're deeply rooted. 9. He makes time for you, no matter how busy he is. When a man has strong feelings for you, one of the clearest ways he shows it is by making time for you, no matter how full his schedule may be. Life can get hectic, work demands, responsibilities, stress. But when someone truly cares, they don't let those things become excuses to neglect the connection. Instead, they find ways to stay present. It's not about having endless free time. It's about choosing you even when time is limited. He might adjust his routine to fit in a short call, show up for a quick coffee, or send a message just to let you know he's thinking of you. These gestures may seem small, but they speak volumes. It means you're not an afterthought or a convenience. You're a priority. He values your presence in his life, and he makes the effort to keep that presence alive, even during demanding days. Consistency is what defines this kind of care. He doesn't disappear for long periods or make you feel like you're chasing his attention. Instead, he shows up again and again in ways that are thoughtful and sincere. Even when he's overwhelmed, he makes it known that you're still important to him. That level of effort is never random. It comes from a place of genuine emotion and commitment. When someone willingly gives their time, especially when they don't have much of it, it's a reflection of how much space you occupy in their heart. Time is one of the most valuable things a person can offer, and when a man chooses to spend it with you or on you, even in the smallest ways, it's a powerful sign. It means he's not just interested, he's emotionally invested, and he's already making space for you in his life. 10. He defends you when others criticize or disrespect you. When a man truly has strong feelings for you, he won't stay silent when others criticize or disrespect you, whether you're present or not. His instinct to protect and stand up for you comes from a place of emotional loyalty. He doesn't need to make a scene or prove a point. His defense is rooted in genuine care. When someone speaks poorly about you or tries to question your character, he feels it personally because his connection to you is real. This isn't about being aggressive or confrontational. It's about quietly but firmly making it clear that he won't allow negativity or false narratives about you to stand. He respects who you are and won't tolerate others minimizing your worth. Whether it's correcting a misunderstanding, shutting down rude jokes, or challenging unfair comments, he chooses to speak up, not out of obligation, but because protecting you emotionally feels natural to him. This kind of support reflects how deeply he values your dignity. It means your name and your image matter to him, even when you're not around to defend yourself. His loyalty isn't performative, it's consistent and sincere. And often you might not even know how often he stands up for you behind the scenes, because he's not doing it for credit. He's doing it because he cares. When someone respects and cherishes you deeply, they won't let your value be diminished in any space they're in. His defense is his way of saying, "You're important to me, and I won't let anyone treat you otherwise." That kind of quiet strength and protection is one of the clearest signs that his feelings are not only real, they're deeply rooted in love, respect, and commitment. 11. He notices when you're not okay, even if you hide it. When a man truly has strong feelings for you, he begins to sense your emotional shifts, even when you try to hide them. You might smile and say you're fine, but he can tell something's off. Not because you said anything, but because he's in tune with you. This kind of awareness goes beyond surface-level attention. It's a deep emotional connection where your silence, your tone, or even the way you move speaks volumes to him. He notices when your energy feels low, when your responses are slower, or when your eyes carry a weight they didn't before. You don't have to explain it every time, because he's already paying attention. He might gently ask if everything's okay or offer support in a quiet way, through patience, presence, or a simple message that lets you know he's there. His concern isn't forced or dramatic, it's steady, sincere, and sensitive. This kind of emotional awareness is rare and deeply meaningful. It shows that he's not just seeing the version of you that the world sees. He's seeing the real you, even when you try to hide behind strength or calmness. And he cares enough to step in, not to fix you, but to remind you that you're not alone. When someone notices your unspoken sadness or quiet stress, it means they're emotionally invested. They've made space for you in their heart in a way that allows them to feel your shifts, as if they were their own. And that quiet kind of attentiveness, the kind that sees beyond your words, is one of the most intimate signs of real growing love. 12. He talks about a future that includes you. When a man has strong feelings for you, his thoughts about the future begin to naturally include you. It's not always a dramatic declaration. It often shows up in casual, everyday conversations. He might mention a concert you both should attend months from now, bring up a vacation idea, or talk about where he sees himself living, and add without thinking, we instead of I. These subtle shifts in language and planning reveal that he's no longer imagining his life alone. He's beginning to picture it with you in it. This inclusion isn't forced. It flows from the connection he feels with you and the comfort of imagining a future where you're beside him. He may talk about long-term goals like career plans, starting a business, or personal dreams, and your presence is a natural part of that vision. He wants your input. He asks what you think. He cares how you feel about the direction his life is taking, because he hopes you'll be part of that journey. When a man starts sharing his future plans and openly places you in them, it's a sign that his feelings go far beyond the present moment. It shows emotional investment, trust, and the desire to build something stable and lasting. He's not just focused on today, he's starting to build the foundation for something real tomorrow. Talking about the future with someone requires vulnerability. It means he's thinking with his heart, not just his impulses. And when he starts dreaming out loud, and you're in every version of those dreams, it's a powerful and clear signal that what he feels is more than affection. It's love, growing into something lasting and deeply rooted. 13. He makes sacrifices for your comfort or well-being. When a man has strong feelings for you, he begins to make sacrifices for your comfort and well-being. Not because he has to, but because he truly wants to. These sacrifices might not always be grand or dramatic. Often, they're quiet and thoughtful. He might give up personal time to be with you when you need support, choose to listen rather than speak during moments when you're overwhelmed, or adjust his own plans just to ensure you're okay. These moments reflect a heart that's learning to love selflessly. Sacrifice in this context isn't about losing himself or giving up everything. It's about putting your needs at the forefront when it truly matters. He might miss a social event to be with you when you're unwell, spend time doing something important to you even if it's outside his comfort zone, or simply let go of his pride to resolve a misunderstanding with kindness. It's these small, consistent decisions that speak volumes. These actions come from a place of deep emotional care. He values your peace, and he's willing to inconvenience himself if it means protecting it. He doesn't see it as a burden. He sees it as a choice rooted in affection. Your well-being becomes something he watches over, and he instinctively steps in to make life a little easier or lighter for you. When a man begins to act in ways that prioritize your comfort, especially when it costs him time, effort, or personal ease, it's not just kindness. It's emotional investment. It's a reflection of love that goes beyond words. Because when someone starts sacrificing for your happiness, even in the smallest ways, it means they've already made space for you in the deepest parts of their heart. 14. He mirrors your mood and energy. When a man has strong feelings for you, he naturally begins to mirror your mood and energy without even realizing it. Emotional connection often creates a kind of unspoken rhythm between two people. And when someone truly cares, your emotions start to affect him on a deeper level. If you're feeling happy and light, you'll often see his mood lift as well. If you're upset, quiet, or emotionally drained, he becomes more subdued, thoughtful, or concerned, because your emotional state has begun to influence his own. This kind of mirroring is subtle, but it reflects a strong bond. It shows that he's tuned into you, not just physically, but emotionally. He pays attention to your energy and responds to it in real time. This isn't about pretending or trying to manipulate the mood. It's a genuine emotional alignment that happens when someone is truly connected to your presence. Your joy becomes his joy, and your sadness, something he feels with quiet empathy. Over time, you'll notice that his responses shift depending on how you're feeling. He may become more playful when you're excited, more tender when you're low, or more silent when you need space. It's his way of showing that he's emotionally present, walking with you through whatever you're experiencing without needing you to explain every detail. When someone mirrors your energy this closely, it means they care deeply. They're not just hearing your words, they're feeling your emotions. It's a silent language of love, one that says, I see you, I feel you, and I'm here with you. And that level of sensitivity and attunement is a powerful sign that his feelings for you are real, growing, and rooted in true emotional connection. 15. He shows consistent effort without needing to be asked. When a man truly has strong feelings for you, his effort becomes consistent, and most importantly, it comes without being asked. You don't have to chase him, remind him, or constantly explain what you need. He shows up again and again in both small and meaningful ways, because he genuinely wants to. His actions aren't based on obligation or fear of losing you. They're a natural extension of how much he values you. He puts thought into his messages, plans time with you in advance, checks in regularly, and looks for ways to make your life easier or brighter. Whether it's helping you out during a tough day or simply remembering to do the things that matter to you, he puts in effort not to impress you, but to make you feel cared for. That consistency becomes a quiet promise, a sign that he's serious about the connection and not just caught in a passing phase. This kind of steady presence builds trust over time. You begin to feel emotionally safe because his effort doesn't depend on mood, convenience, or external pressure. It's real, reliable, and emotionally grounded. He makes your comfort, your happiness, and your emotional needs part of his regular life, without needing constant reminders or validation. When someone puts in consistent effort without being pushed, it means they're emotionally invested. It means they see you not as a temporary part of their life, but as someone worth showing up for every day. And that kind of quiet, reliable love is one of the strongest indicators that his feelings are deep, true, and built for something lasting.